All right, welcome to the stream. Dylan here on a Tuesday, getting ready for 90, 60, 30. Um, we will have another in person participant here in studio to do the workout with you guys. So we'll give it another minute or two here before we hit noon, before we get started with a warm up. So, equipment for today. Um, Dumbbells will get the job done if that's something you have at home. Lighter and heavier options are always great if you do have multiple pairs. Um, if you don't have dumbbells at home, grab something heavy, grab a couple cans of food, maybe a jug of milk, something like that, and you can make that work for you. Um, Also, have a box here set up today that's going to be used for cardio exercises. Hello, Jess. No problem. Thanks for joining, even though you have to leave early. Um, so yeah, if you don't have a box, maybe grab an ottoman or a chair, a low chair or a bench or something like that. You can always, a lot of them you'll be able to head over to your stairs at home too, um, and use that instead. If you don't really have a feasible option, I will do my best to give you some body weight options to substitute for cardio. Um, One more disclaimer before we get started. I'm playing music here in the studio. I know it does not typically come through very well through the microphone. So if you need that music for your workout motivation, make sure you've got some music ready to go at home. Um, if it's your first time joining, before we get into a warm up here, first time joining for 90, 60, 30, 90 stands for 90 seconds of strength. Hello, just mat, dumbbells, and a box. Um, 90 stands for 90 seconds of strength. That'll be split into two exercises, 45 seconds each. 60 seconds of cardio that is also split into two exercises, 30 seconds each. And then we have one core exercise for 30 seconds. That's one round. Not a lot of rest in that one round, just 10 to 15 seconds in between exercise to switch equipment, stand up, lay down, what have you. If you ever need more rest than I give you, that is fine. You take more rest. And then you'll get your structured rest of about a minute in between our rounds of 90, 60, 30. Each round of 90, 60, 30 has different exercises, so no round will be the same. Your goal is to get as many reps, quality reps, I should say, in that time frame of whatever exercise we're doing. I will give as many modifications as possible as well, whether that's based off equipment or kind of fitness level. But everybody should get a good workout out of it today. And as always, we will start with a warm up and end with a cool down. So let's get into our warm up today. We're going to start with our knee up, twist across. Okay, it doesn't have to be a huge crunch here. Focus on getting that rotation in the spine, core and hips getting active. Good. Drop the arms. Let's keep those going. Good. We'll go to Frankenstein's next. So we're going to keep getting those hips warm. Keep getting that core warm. Little bit of a twist here as you reach across for that opposite toe. Good. Now let's slow it down. Either standing quad stretch. We just tighten up those hips a little bit. I like to go in a deeper option in a half kneel here. Okay, getting our hips opened up a little bit since they tend to get tight from sitting all day. And switch to the other side. Good. We'll take it down to tabletop position here. Go ahead and run through some cat-cow here at your own breathing pace. Press through those hands. Again, we're loosening up that pelvis here, activating, relaxing core and back. About 10 cycles here. After that, we're just going to go into a nice, slow, alternating arm raise. Okay? What I want you to focus on here is kind of like we do with planks. Hips stay nice and still. Arm lowers in control, up and down. Good. Now let's do the bird dog. So keep that arm out. This time let's extend the leg, crunch in. Okay, now we're holding here. Let's go 8 on each side. Crunch in, extend, reach through those fingertips, push through that heel. Keeping our balance nice and controlled. Again, let's go about 8 on each side. Good. Let's go and flip over onto our back here. We'll go right to some glute bridges. So back to warm up those glutes, hamstrings, stretch those hips a bit more at the top. Make sure our core is getting some work here too, keeping that 2 things to think about. Belly button towards the spine, and then tilt that pelvis, pull that belt buckle towards the nose. Let's go about 10 to 12 reps here. Once you've done those, we'll make our way back up to standing when you're ready. And from here, we're just going to shake it out. Just bouncing nice and loose on the balls of our feet. Feeling those knees and ankles shake out a bit. Nice heavy arms loosen up. And let's take it right into jumping jacks. Let's finish with our heart rate a little bit higher here. Couple more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. Grab some water if you need it. Feel free to stretch out a little bit more on your own as we go over our first round of 90, 60, 30. Okay, so first round, we're going to do a little supersetting theme today. So our strength exercises are all going to be kind of related in terms of working muscle groups, either the same or muscles that typically work together. Okay, so our first round is going to be bicep curls, and our second exercise is going to be bent over rows. Okay, those are 45 seconds each. And then we have football feet and mountain climbers. And then we have flutter kicks for our first core exercise. Okay, so we're starting with our strength, 45 seconds apiece. Bicep curls first, and then bent over rows second. Okay, as many quality reps as you can get in 45 seconds. If you feel that form slipping, take some rest for a few seconds and then get back into it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Bicep curls. Keeping those elbows underneath our shoulders. Not swinging the weight with our hips or our body. Relying on those biceps here. A nice 2 or 3 second count on the way down. Always keeping those biceps under tension. You're over halfway here. As many quality reps as you can get. 10 more seconds, and then you'll have about 10, 15 seconds to get into bent over rows. 3, 2, 1. Good. Bent over rows are next, so we need to find that hip hinge position, either staggered or straight leg stance. Driving with those elbows, squeezing those shoulder blades. 3, 2, 1, begin. As many quality reps as you can. Pull with those elbows. Nice light grip on the weights. Keep those shoulders pulled back and down. Really squeeze at the top. Lower those weights nice and controlled. How we kind of retract those shoulders during that range of motion. Try to keep them pulled back a little bit as you lower those weights, and then you can kind of relax a bit more at the bottom. And then let's re-engage the shoulders. Start another rep up. Squeeze, 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 even as we go back down, and then restart. 3, 2, 1. Good. We got cardio next. 30 seconds of football feet, 30 seconds of mountain climbers for 1 total minute of cardio. Football feet first. 3, 2, 1. Go. Knees bent, butt low. We can swing our arms if that's comfortable, or just hold. Okay, resist the urge to stand tall. Feel it in those quads. We don't want to dip the chest. We want to keep that chest up, butt nice and low. On the balls of our feet here, halfway. Keep that pace. Keep them chopping. Keep breathing. You're almost there. 3, 2, 1. Good. Make our way down. High plank position for mountain climbers. Finding a comfortable position here. Driving those knees. 3, 2, 1. Go. We want to make sure we have those shoulders right over our wrists here. Keeping that nice straight line from head to hips. Find your pace with those knees and stick with it. Squeezing through that core. You're over halfway. Keep up the pace, no slowing down. 10, keep driving. We'll stay on our mat after this. 3, 2, 1. Good. Onto our back. Flutter kicks here. Okay. Squeezing and breathing. We really want to focus on keeping those feet only 6 inches or so a foot off the ground and keeping that back as flat on the mat as we can. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Squeeze and breathe. Okay, if you're feeling that back come off the mat, first thing we want to do is tighten up that lower core. Tuck in that pelvis a bit more. Okay, and then we can bring our feet up just a little bit if that helps. And then if nothing's fixing it, go ahead and stick those hands under our butt. That'll help give you a little bit of support. Couple more seconds here. Keep squeezing. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. And rest. Nice job. Water if you need it. 1 round of 90, 60, 30 in the books. All right, next round, we're going to superset those legs, okay? We're going to start with squats, all right? Whatever squats you would like to do today. Holding that weight wherever it's comfortable. Maybe body weight works for you as well. And then we're going to do lateral lunges today. So starting in the middle, coming out, pushing back to center, and we're just going to alternate sides. For weight there, you can go, again, goblet style weight. If you want to go 2 dumbbells in each hand, usually like to keep one that goes down the middle, one that kind of goes to this outside leg, okay? That one, it's okay to get a little bit of hip hinge, okay? We don't need to keep that chest super high, okay? A little bit of a hip hinge there is okay. Okay, so squats and lateral lunges, okay? And then we're going to go to our box for toe taps, okay? That can be slow or fast. And then we have jumping jacks again, and then we have a plank variation that I'll show you when we get to that. Okay, so new round of 90, 60, 30, starting with squats. Back to 45 seconds here. 3, 2, 1, begin. Whatever kind of squats you're feeling today. As many quality squats as you can in 45 seconds. Okay. A little bit of movement with the butt and hips back into those heels and dropping down into that chair. Okay, feet stay flat. On our way up, our core is still braced in both directions. We're firing those glutes on the way up. Okay, good. Making sure we're keeping track of those knees here, making sure they aren't sinking in under our hips. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Good. Lateral lunges next. Again, body weight is fine. Weights too. Out. Push back to center. Okay, what I don't want to see is roll a couple steps in between. One strong push to get you back to center. 3, 2, 1. Go. Similar to a squat, send the hips and butt backwards here, and then sink down into that leg. One strong push gets you back to center. Good. We're alternating legs here. You're halfway. $15 seconds. Keep pushing. Drive through that heel. 10. We'll move to our box after this to start our cardio. 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay, head over to a chair or your stairs, something that's about a foot or so off the ground. If you don't have anything nearby, maybe just pretend there's or maybe you have a water bottle. Try to touch the top of that without knocking it over. We want to be nice and light on the feet here. 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Okay, we can get going quick here. If you need to turn this into a march for a little slower, more controlled, low impact, that's fine. Just make sure you get those arms matching the opposite leg. Okay, if you don't have anything, just pretend you're trying to just gently touch the top of something that's about a foot tall or so out in front of you. 10 seconds. We got jumping jacks after this. 3, 2, 1. Good. Take 10. Modification here for jumping jacks. Just step out and reach. If we want to take it easy on those knees. 3, 2, 1. Go. As many as you can. 30 seconds. We'll head down to our mat for core after this. Keep it going. 15 seconds. Keep up that pace. Low impact. Keep moving. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's go down to our mat here. We'll do high plank, and we're going to do plank reach backs today. So reaching back for the opposite ankle, butt gets nice and high. But make sure when we return, we're not returning down here because our core is not engaged anymore. Return right back to that high plank position. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Press. Good. Nice job. Squeezing and breathing. Good. Keep moving. Maybe holding a high plank is hard enough for you. That is fine. Your rest here is that high plank if you need to stop moving. I don't want to see those knees or that upper body hit the ground. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. And rest. Round 2 in the books. Grab some water, catch your breath. You get a minute of rest here. All right. Next set, we're going to go with a shoulder tricep superset. So we're going to start with just our normal shoulder press, and then up to you what you want to do for triceps, whatever's comfortable, laying down skull crushers, overhead, kickbacks, whatever works. They're going to be nice and tired after shoulder press. We're going to get back into them. Okay, for cardio, we're going either box jumps or step ups, whatever you're comfortable with there. And then skaters, and then For core, we're going to do a similar motion that we just did, okay? But we're going to do it from our low plank position. I call it a dolphin push-up, okay? All right, shoulder press to start. Shoulder and tricep superset here. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, begin. Remember, we're back to 45 seconds for these. Even though the shoulders are working, we want to keep them back and down so we don't scrunch up that neck. Control down. Make sure we're standing up nice and tall with that core engaged. We don't want to be leaning back and arching that back. Okay. Shoulders might get tired. If you feel that form slipping, you're feeling you're starting to scrunch up that neck, go ahead, drop the arms. Still got 10 seconds. Couple more quality reps. 3, 2, 1. Good. We got triceps next. So remember, we could go overhead. 1 or 2 dumbbells works. You can go kickbacks, okay, dumbbell in each hand, or we can lay down like Dot's doing here and do skull crushers, which looks similar to each of those, just in a different position. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, begin. Okay. If we're doing that overhead, pretty much for any of these, actually, we want to make sure those elbows aren't flaring out too far away from our body. A little more relevant here with the overhead. Make sure you're almost trying to squeeze those ears a little bit. Okay, kickbacks, you can do both at the same time. You can alternate arms, but we need to make sure those arms, that upper arm, that bicep, is as close to parallel to the floor as we can. Because if we're down here, you're not getting any gravity resistance. Keep it going. You only got 10 seconds. Rep it out. Fight through that burn. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. That was a killer. Good thing you had a long weekend, basically, of no Dylan workouts. All right, make your way towards your box, stairs, bench, ottoman, whatever you're using at home. Okay, our most basic version, stepping up 1 foot at a time. If you like a little challenge, full jumps onto the box. 3, 2, 1, begin. It could depend on what your equipment is at home. Maybe it can't handle you jumping on it. So let's go to step ups. Maybe you don't have any of this. You want to do some tough jumps if you want to feel that jump. Okay. But I know most of us have stairs, so we definitely can be doing these step ups. 10 more seconds. We got skaters after this. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Skaters, okay? We can go nice and slow, almost like a curtsy lunge. We can add that hop, okay? Our hardest version, we're reaching for that toe as we do it. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, if you want to stay upright, that's fine. Add a little hop. If you need to slow it down, get more of a curtsy lunge with a little arm swing going. Okay, bring it all together. Hop and reach for that toe. 30 seconds, halfway. 10, keep it moving. Almost there. We'll head down to our mat next. 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay, very similar to last time, but we're in a low plank and you're kind of shifting your weight back into those heels as your butt again goes nice and high. You want to make sure we're bracing that core here. 3, 2, 1, begin. Same rule here on our way down, making sure we return right back to a strong plank. What I mean by that is straight line from head to hips, not letting those hips get below our chest and head. Halfway. 10 seconds. Rest after this. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice job. 3 rounds of 90, 60, 30 in the books. Okay. Okay, we're going to go back to some legs now. All right, we're going to start with deadlifts. Okay, nothing special with these. Okay, Romanian deadlifts, that means soft knees, starting from the top, working your way down, lengthening, contracting on the way up. Second exercise, we're going with our split squats. So that's just in that stationary lunge position. Okay, we can be right here. This is going to be our easiest version, just dropping the hips down and up. I'll make sure we get each side for that. If you want a little challenge, okay, a little more balance, okay, get that back foot up. Okay, and then we're doing the same thing here. This one's called Bulgarian split squat with that back foot elevated. All right, and then we have knee repeaters. Okay, so that one we're going to do really quick, 15 seconds on each side. Okay, extended lunge position, arms overhead, crunch, boom. Get that going as fast as you can. I will let you know when to switch legs. Okay, and then our second exercise is it wouldn't be a workout without any burpees. And then we'll do a rolling sit up, okay, where we can use some weight for a little bit of help there. That'll be our core exercise to finish. So deadlifts to start. We're back to our 45-second exercises here. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, begin. Soft knees here. We don't want to have those knees locked out, but we don't want to be increasing that knee bend the whole time, or else we're just turning into a squat. Hips and butt are rotating around this axis. Pretend there's just a stick going through those hips. Okay, that's what you're rotating around. On your way up, you're firing those glutes, driving those heels into the ground. Make sure we've got that tight core. And as we lower, those shoulders stay nice and pulled back to help with that flat back. Couple more reps here. 3, 2, 1. Good. Split squats next. We'll switch halfway. So pick a leg to start. Easiest version, down and up here. You want a little more challenge today? Okay. 1 foot up. You can add weights to either of those versions to make them harder. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, begin. You're just going on one leg here. Working on dropping those hips straight down. A little bit of forward movement in the knee is absolutely okay, but we want to make sure it's not getting into those toes. Okay, then you're pressing through that heel. Make sure you're keeping track of that knee too, staying nice and in line with your toes, not rolling too far into the outside of the foot or on the inside. 3, 2, 1. Take a few seconds to switch legs. 3, 2, 1, go. Same thing, other side. Remember, you can add weights to either of these versions here if you would like to progress. Good. 10 seconds. Couple more. 3, 2, 1. Good. We've got knee repeaters next. All right, so remember, these knee repeaters, you really want to take an extended lunge here. If you want a light dumbbell, feel free. It's going to make it harder. And we're trying to get this pace going as quick as you can. It's only going to be 15 seconds each side. 3, 2, 1, go. 15 seconds. Nice job. Good. Keep that pace. I'll give you 5 seconds when we switch knees. I want you going all out for 15. 3, 2, 1. 5 seconds. Switch your stance. Other knee forward. 3, 2, 1. Go. See you, Jess. Thanks for joining. Keep it going. Good. 5 seconds. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Good. Burpees next. Wouldn't be our favorite workouts if we didn't have burpees. Remember to modify these as needed. Okay, we can just step out and step up. No jump. Maybe you just want to jump at the bottom, but again, not at the top. Maybe jumping at both. Maybe you're going chest to ground. Maybe you're doing a push-up, whatever you want to do. Keep moving for 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Good. Modify as needed, but I want you to move for 30 seconds. Up and down. 15 to go. We'll head down to our mat after this to finish up. Couple more. One more. 3, 2, 1. Good. Head down to your mat. So here, a weight can actually make it easier for you if you want one. Okay, arms overhead. And because, again, we have nobody holding our feet, so a sit-up's plenty hard. Okay, you can use that weight if you need it to provide just that little bit of momentum to help you get up. Okay, if you don't need it, great. Try it without it. Or if you do want it, you want to make sure you get that weight to straight up and down, and then you're making your core do more work to get you up versus swinging you up. Okay, 3, 2, 1, begin. Again, it's a little harder. We don't have anybody holding our feet, so that's where that weight can help you out. 15 seconds. 10, keep it going. Couple more. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Good. And we just hit 12:30. So if you have to get going, that is fine. Okay, we will start a cool down here in a second if you can stick around. If not, that's okay. Just make sure you get some stretching at some point in your day. Don't wait too long. Try to get that in when you can. All right, when you're ready, we'll start with our standing hamstring and low back stretch. We're just trying to relax here, help some blood return to the heart and lungs. Making an effort here to slow that breathing down throughout the stretches. Match your breathing with your stretches. As you exhale, the body just should naturally hang a bit heavier. And right away, let's roll it up nice and slow. Feel every vertebra in that back. Give me a nice big inhale, reach high, stretch, and let's go down to the left side. Same thing, back to focusing on that low back and hamstrings here. A little bit more of the inside of the leg now as well, now that we're off to a side. And let's walk those hands across the ground over to the other side. And let's bring the hands back to center to roll it up one more time. Nice and slow, heavy arms. Inhale, reach high, stretch, and let it fall. Good. Up to you how you want to stretch your quads today. Standing hip flexor or squat or the same hip flexor stretch we did. You can also go to a runner's lunge if that feels good for you. If you don't like that knee on the ground. Option to lift that arm, lean into that front leg to get a little bit more out of it. Again, deep breaths here. Hold that as long as you need to, but when you're ready, you can switch sides. Good. We'll finish with some upper body here. Up and over, get those triceps that we killed in that one round, as well as our lats here from those rows. Switch when you're ready. Good, and then we'll bring it across. Roll that wrist out if that feels good here. As you give yourself a nice little hug. Switch when you're ready. Make sure you get that on each side, and we'll end class there for today. Thank you for joining 90, 60, 30.